last time that I shared a 12 by 12 page with you was the Mind the Scrap kit, and I said when I was making that page that I wanted to stick, I wanted to steer clear of this particular paper because I wanted to use the London map as a full 12 by 12 background. So I thought I'll share with you what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to use this teeny tiny photo. So this was taken by, well, all of us. It's a selfie. I'm not sure who's holding the camera here, but anyway, this is a Polaroid zinc little portable printer, and this is my friend Barbara, who runs Crop on the Rhine in Germany, and her daughter was in London. We met up, and there's Wonder Boy in the middle, and a lovely British phone box in the background, which we had to walk a little ways to find one. So we took this with her phone, and then she printed it out right there on the spot. But of course, look, it's teeny tiny. It's so cute. But I didn't take any other pictures that day, I don't think. So I'm going to go ahead and scrapbook it at that tiny size. I'm going to cut it down to just the image. And I'm pretty sure these are stickers. I think the zinc printer, I think this backing comes off and it sticks. I might have made that up. Let's see if I made it up. I'm trying to get the backing off. This is riveting viewing, I'm sure. I got it off. Yes! Okay, so it's a sticker. Ding. Okay, just so you know. So that's the zinc. When I unpacked these really thick chipboard pieces, my gut instinct was to paint them with acrylic paint. So there are two. There's one that says Holiday, as well as this one that says Selfie. And I'm going to go ahead and paint them red. Paint this one red anyway. I was wondering, it's been a long time since I've used this one, and I wondered if it would be better to use the dauber on the top or to use a paintbrush. And the answer is a paintbrush, because it's been a while since I've used it. And I think that's just going to work a little bit better. Let's find a good paintbrush for this. Here's one. That's better. This is my Jenny Bolin paint that she did many years back with Ranger. I still love my Jenny Bolin Ranger ink pads. Even though they haven't made them in a long time, I still love them. They're still going strong for me. And I don't use the paints as much as the ink pads, just because I tend to stamp with ink rather than paint. But when I do want to use acrylic paint, I still find that I go to these because they have a lovely color palette and quality's good. Yep, I'm happy with them, so I haven't gone for anything else. Okay. My plan this time around is to use scraps of the papers that I used in the last layout to do a little grouping here with that big title and the tiny little photo. And a tiny little photo and a whole bunch of stuff is not, it's not a design tactic that I use often, but in this case it just seems to fit the personality of the day, and that's the only photo I have. And yeah, sometimes you just have to embrace something that's a little bit different. But of course, I want to do it in my own way. So while many scrapbookers that use small photos and lots of embellishment do that on a white background with lots of paint and ink techniques in the background, I'm going to do it with the pattern, because pattern makes me happy, color makes me happy. There we go. And this time around, I am going to add my brown ink to everything, even the blue papers. But light blue with brown ink isn't my favorite, but in this case, I just feel like it's a better match to the vintage style of this print in the background. Now, where we are is actually on the map. It's up here in Shoreditch, so I'm going to place this so that it's not covering up Shoreditch. And then I'm going to build around there. Yeah. Covering up quite a bit of the river there, but I think that's okay. And then just take these pieces. I thought about using the bicycle print as well as the globes, but they're actually, the color tones, even though they're from two different companies, this is Imaginist and this is Pink Paisley, I just think they're too similar to put right next to each other. So I'm going to use the blue side instead. And then my vellum, and normally my vellum technique would be, well, and it still is here, to use the vellum, or put the adhesive on the vellum where it's going to be covered by something else, but this time I need to make sure that that's really small because the photo is really small. So the trickiness of getting that background paper off this sticker photo, sticker photo, which would you prefer? And again, it makes for riveting viewing while I take off the backing paper. Okay, here we go. I want to cover up that vellum. I want to go over this edge a little bit. Okay. And then I want my title to say teeny tiny selfie, with the big selfie is going to fit down here. Let's see if it's dry. Yeah, just about. So, of course, I should have looked at this earlier. It's bigger than I was imagining. Let's try something. Does this pull up? It does. Bonus. Okay. Just going to pop that to the side for a second. And let's see if this is... What about if I line that up right on top of there, and then I bring the photo in a little bit of a different spot than I expected. Okay, so I'm going to put this back on the cardboard to do the adhesive because I don't want to accidentally get paint everywhere. I know many times I've just put ink pads and stuff right down on top of my layout, but I think this time I won't risk it. Even I have limits sometimes. And then I'm using this as the bottom line of my word, and then using that S, I'm trying to avoid having a gap inside there. There we go. So there's my selfie, and then because I have the extra kit, the extra little kit of embellishments, tiny little embellishment kit, I have two different kinds of lettering. I have the big thickers and the tiny stickers. So I'm going to write tiny in my larger thickers and teeny in the small thickers, or small stickers. They're not thickers, they're flat. Words are really not coming to me well today. It's okay. We'll get there. So there's tiny. Let's do teeny. And I should be able to do it all in the aqua, although obviously I could do it all in the blue or a mix. But my hope when we laid out the colors was that you can spell quite a few words where you can do it all in one color or the other, because sometimes you don't want both colors in your title. Teeny tiny selfie, there it is. Okay. So then maybe this is going to go up above. Yeah. I think it needs to come up here. Now, what about a little red bit up there, and we'll bring some red down to the bottom here. No, I think I like it better at the bottom of this box, even though that gives me some space in between here. I just like it better down here. And how about my wood veneer pieces? Let's have a look at what might be a good fit. That's just a bit too big. I feel like I could do arrows to say, look, this is where the picture is, because it's so small. I'm just going to move things around and see if anything strikes a chord, but so far I haven't found it. Maybe once I add my journaling, then it'll all fall into place. Okay, so that's my basic design, and now I'm trying to decide if I want to add anything else to it or just leave it here. I'm going to have a little look at what else I have in the kit and decide if I want to do something else. I think what's going to help is that I'm going to embrace all things shiny and mint. So I'm going to cut the map paper down a little bit and have this mint pearlescent cardstock around the edge. So I'll cut 2 sides off there. And then I'm going to use this mint green color shine. And I think I'll go on this diagonal here so that I have a little splash along there. I think what will help is if I just bring some red up to this top corner here so they don't have quite so much bare space. So I'm going to use that Life Enthusiast sticker from the sticker sheet and a little wood grain camera to go with the selfie theme. And I thought maybe I could use the little asterisks from the stickers as something that would pull the 2 corners together. So now I want something else down here, and I don't have any more red stickers left because I've placed them here, here, and here. Maybe, let's see, does this work better there? And where's that smallest little heart in the wood veneer, I think? No, it was too big to go above. Yeah, if I overlap them, then it feels a better match to the one at the top corner. Just get a placement that I like. Okay. It's still a little bit more bare than some of my other pages, but I think if I put any more, I feel like the more I'm putting on already, I'm losing the teeny tiny photo. So I think I will stop. And the teeny tiny photo is definitely not something that I would use all the time because I want it to be a little more obvious when you turn the pages of my album that the photos are there and that they're important to me. But I do really appreciate that sometimes if you get the artwork just right, there's a perfect balance and even a small photo works really, really well. But I think if I add any more to this, I'm going to lose that balance. So this is where I'm going to stop. It was really quick and really fun to make, something different for me. The supplies are from the Mind the Scrap kit, and if you want to check out that, there's a link, and there's also a link to the individual supplies for those. A few of them are exclusive, but most of the supplies you can purchase piece by piece. So all those options are there. Thank you so very much for watching. Subscribe if you want to get notification of new videos whenever I post them here. And go ahead and click to see if you just want to watch another video. I've linked up one there for you. See you soon.